Hi folks, it's still day one at the Rhythmia retreat. I did check in earlier this afternoon, and since then we had an orientation course and we had our first breathwork session. Now, interestingly, I haven't done much breath work myself, a little bit. I think I followed a couple of YouTube videos earlier this year, which I thought was interesting, and I actually have been doing a little bit of breath work. Actually, I lie, I haven't done breath work like what they taught us tonight, but I have been practicing certain breathing techniques in my meditations, which I found over the past few months, because I wear my Muse, and I'll just show you my Muse for those that don't know what it is. This is my Muse. So I wear this in when I meditate now, and it has electrodes on the back there, and so I wear it up here, and my phone's right there and it connects to my phone, and so what it does is tracks my brainwave levels. So we have brainwaves that I think it is beta, alpha, delta, and gamma. I might have missed one. There's a theta. I think there's a theta. I think there's 4 or 5. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it measures my brain wave activity and tells me how deep or still my mind became during that meditation. And it's really amazing. If anyone wants to learn how to meditate, I couldn't speak highly enough of these things. They really help train your brain, because what happens is when I'm in a meditation, I set it on birds whistling or tweeting. And so if I'm meditating and I go into a deeper brainwave activity where I go into more stillness and peace, then the birds chirp, and that just tells me in the background that my meditation is on track. And then if the birds don't chirp, then it means my mind is active and I'm in just a regular better state. So it really helps you focus and move your mind into quietness or into stillness in order for you to get the best benefits out of your meditations each time. And so why was I saying that? And so what I found with using this and breath work, if my mind's busy, I can take a few deep breaths and all of a sudden I'm moving into alpha state. Meditating on an empty stomach and using breath work really gets you into that place you need to be to get the most out of your meditations. So that's why I was so interested in this breath workshop today, and it was amazing. So you go, I won't go through the whole thing, but there was like a series of different sequences of breathing, deep breathing that we had to do from our belly and then our chest and then in and out. And no kidding, I actually felt like I was levitating. The energy running through every cell in my body was insane. It also felt like my head was disconnected from my body at one point too. Very bizarre feeling, very supernatural feeling. But yeah, that was the first session, I guess. And it actually, by doing a lot of breath work, it actually really works on your subconscious, and it lifts and moves a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions inside of you. And so I will say that, you know, I was crying. I certainly was crying like a baby there for 5-10 minutes in that breathwork session, just releasing just like a lot of old suppressed feelings that sometimes we don't even know we have, but they're there. And actually there was this line that this guy said today. We were in this class and I loved it. And he said, "Your issues are bound up in your tissues." How is that? I love that. Your issues are bound up in your tissues, meaning that every time we suppress an emotion, it goes somewhere in some muscle or tissue somewhere in our body. And as we all know, that can easily, over time and repeating that process with that same thought, going to that same place. And remember, you don't know where it's going, but the subconscious sends it there. That's what turns into some kind of disease in the body. So this is why it's important to do these sorts of things, just to just help release a lot of that junk inside of us. So we just had our last dinner tonight because we have the next 4 nights of Ayahuasca ceremony. So we don't have dinner for the next 4 nights. We have lunch and breakfast. So we just had our last dinner. It was beautiful. The food here is amazing. It is tasty, vegan. They do have chicken and fish for those that want to eat it. It's buffet style, so you can have as much as you like. So I've really been enjoying those. And I'm just sitting here doing this last video with a nice ginger tea, which is just lovely. And I just thought I'd put my thoughts about this breathwork meditation into a quick email video vlog. I will say one of the intentions of the meditation today, they wanted us to think about something that we were grateful for. And what came up for me, which is interesting that it actually came up, is that I was really, really grateful for the time I had with my dad before he passed. And I was just so grateful that he allowed me that time with him. Like, he let me do all those things. Although I will say he probably didn't have much of a choice. Really, but I feel like he allowed me to be there every day and do what I did and just have that time with him to learn a little bit more about him. It's during those times near the end, unfortunately, I don't know why we leave it to the end, that, you know, we start digging deep and asking, you know, more deeper, meaningful questions. And, you know, I did do that a bit with Dad at the end there in his last few weeks. So yeah, I was just really, really grateful for that time, honestly. It was such a privilege to be there for him and do those things for him. And I certainly felt his presence in that meditation as a result of that. I actually felt him hugging me. Yeah. So I think today in Melbourne is the anniversary of his passing, which is interesting. And I received a SMS from my his older sister, Auntie Marie Pittman, earlier today, just as I got to Rhythmia, because it was already the 21st in Melbourne, and you know, I had completely forgotten about that time difference and whatnot. So, you know, I would say maybe that prompted some of those feelings that came up in that meditation right now. So yeah, really, really cool, the first day. And again, I've met so many lovely people and quite a few people, a couple of handful, you know, 2 or 3 people from Melbourne and quite a few from other parts of Australia. So really pleased about that. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. Probably skip my meditation tonight because I just did one. And I will check in with you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm having my massage or colonic. I think I'm having a colonic tomorrow. If you haven't tried one, you should try it. It's pretty cool. All right. Love you all. Thanks for listening, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye for now.